Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video about the Bowmar nose button. I'm going to be explaining why it's not really my favorite. I don't really like it. I understand why people would like it, but for me, I'll explain why I don't like it. But I haven't really enjoyed having it on my string. I have used the small and the large. Right now on the string, I have the large. The small one I took off because I couldn't even shoot well at all. It just wasn't a good idea. So I put the large on. I felt pretty comfortable with it yesterday. Today I'm still shooting with it. I'm gonna shoot with it for a couple more days just to make sure before I take it off. But right now, as of now, I really don't like it. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot some, show you guys the groups that I have with and without the nose button, and then yeah, see how this goes. I hope you guys can see this. This is at 20 yards, first shot with the large Bowmar nose button. Okay, and I'm gonna go down there and show you guys the shot. Okay guys, I don't know if you guys could see that air going, but this is the shot with the Bowmar nose button. I know this looks good, but my pin was not there. My pin was all over the place because for some reason, whenever my nose touches the Bowmar nose button, I start to freak out because I feel this spiky thing on my nose, and I think it's gonna, like, my brain is thinking, oh, that can hurt you or something. I don't know what my brain's thinking, but it's just another thing to think about when you're shooting. And I just, right now in my archery career, I do not enjoy it at all. So I'm going to be taking off the Bowmar nose button after a couple more shots, but I'm gonna shoot 2 more shots and show you guys what that brings, and then I'll immediately switch over to nose button, shoot that 3 shots, and show you guys the group. I didn't video it because my video stand, it broke and it's not working. So anyway, but I'm gonna fix that in a second. But it's my next shot. As you can see, I'm aiming at that. I told you guys that was lucky that I shot right there. I really don't shoot. It makes my groups worse when I shoot with a Bowmar nose button, just because it freaks me out. So I'm gonna show you my second shot, my third shot. Yeah, so I'm gonna now take the Bowmar nose button off and video the first shot and show you the second and third shot. Okay guys, as you can see, I have taken off the nose button. You can see where it was on there, but anyway, I've taken it off and I'm gonna shoot 3 more shots with it off. As you guys can see, when I try to video the target, the sun is gonna be right in the video. So I'm not gonna video that, but I am gonna shoot 3 arrows, and you guys are just gonna have to trust me because I don't really want there to be 3 clips of the sun blaring in the video. So I'm gonna shoot 3. I'm gonna show every shot down there, and then yeah, we'll go from there. As you guys can see, the first shot without the nose button. I'll pull this out for you. You can see it hit in the white dot instead of out, and then once with the Bowmar nose button. I was a heck of a lot more stable when I shot without the nose button. So I'm gonna do 2 more shots and show you guys those. Okay guys, my second shot. Obviously I'd be shooting better if I'd warmed up. I literally, the first 3 shots I shot with the Bowmar nose button, first three shots I shot today. So this is only my 5th arrow I've shot today. But still a heck of a lot more stable, but off just a little bit. But next shot, I can pretty much guarantee it's gonna be in the middle. Shot, I think my sight is actually off a little bit to the right because they all hit in the right. So if I move that over, I bet I'd get even better. But I mean, as of right now, that's a heck of a lot better group than I was with the nose button. Let me pull this out again for you. Yeah, see, I mean, still not hitting the white, but like I said, my other arrow hit here, here, and here. So that's, you know, I'm pretty sure that's just my sight's off just a little bit. But yeah, so that's I'm gonna do a little more explanation of why I don't like the nose button. But that doesn't mean that you guys won't, because I know a heck of a lot of people like the nose button. And I'm really only ones that don't like it that I know of. I know John Dudley doesn't like it, and that's really the only person I know of that has some popularity that does not like it. And obviously I don't have the popularity, but I don't like it. But he's the only one I know of that really said he didn't like it. So, but it can help some people with target panic, it said, because it gets them off of their release and other things. I'll explain that in just a second. But anyway, yeah, let's go to the next clip and I'll explain it. Okay, guys, I know this is a different place, but my grandmother kept asking me a bunch of questions and I couldn't get a video out, so I tried to get away for a minute just to let you guys get my reaction. I'm actually sitting in my lawnmower right now. But anyway, totally off subject. So the Bowmar nose button. One thing I found is I shoot really high let off. I shoot 70% let off, or really low, not high, really low let off, sorry. Really low let off, I shoot 70% let off. It came from the factory, my bow from 75%, and I put a couple twists in the cables and put it 70% because I like the feedback it gives me. I know in a hunting situation that's not ideal, but for me, I'm going to be shooting tournaments and everything with it, and until next year when I get my new bow, I'm probably going to be shooting 80% because I like shooting a more relaxed shot, but just for that bow, I've put twists in the cables and everything. I've shot it about 80% let off with that bow. Shot it 75%, and I've shot it about 70%, roughly. And at 70%, I put a little more weight out front. I liked the way it held better. Now, on newer bows, I'm probably going to be shooting 80% because next year I'm going to be doing a whole build and everything. I'm getting a brand new bow, new accessories, all that stuff. So I'll probably be shooting 80% then for tournaments and for hunting. But for right now, I'm shooting 70%. That's my rant about that. So as soon as my nose hit the nose button, for some reason, my brain was saying, hey, do not push into that anymore because you're going to hurt yourself. So with that reaction, I was letting off the back wall a lot. So every shot, the nose button was here, and then it's 3 seconds, not 3 seconds, probably 2 seconds before I shot, it would go like this. And I'd let off the back wall, and I'd have to bring it back, and then I'd anchor again, pull through the shot, and I'd have to really put pressure on the back wall just to keep it back. Because that, I don't know, so that message in my brain was saying, hey, don't put that on your nose. It could hurt you. And so with that, I was getting really bad shots. My pins were bouncing around everywhere, way more than usual. Usually my pins stay, if you're looking at a Vegas face, they usually stay inside the 10 most of the time, and then they might bounce off in the 9 every once in a while. They probably stay in the 10 about 80% of the time. I know that's not great, but for my bow, that's pretty good because my bow is not very good at all. Anyway, so yeah, and then with this, if I shot this at a Vegas face, which I didn't because I knew I'd shoot horrible. If I did, it'd probably be staying in the 10, maybe a second, staying in the 9 most of the time, and then bouncing around a lot to like the 6. I mean, that's nuts. That's really bad, and I can't have that. I mean, I was bouncing off the target when I was shooting at it. I was shooting just a second ago, and you guys saw that second shot with the nose button. It was really high in that upper dot. The other 2 shots, I timed well. I just changed my timing a little bit, and I would time them to where as soon as they came back down, my release would break. But I did not like it. My groups were not tightening, like everybody was saying, that's for sure. My groups were definitely getting wider. I can understand if you have target panic, how this would work, because it would get your mind off of your release. And if you're shooting higher let off than I am, you probably won't have a big deal on it, because for me, if I'm shooting 80%, I've pulled back my dad's bow, and I have to let off everything just to get it off of 80%. He's shooting 80% on his Matthews verdicts. So, it'd probably work for that situation, but for high let off, I don't really know if it'd work too great. For a really experienced shooter, it might work way better. But I don't know. And I was shooting at 20 yards, and I was going in, off the target with a nose button. I mean, I can't even hunt if I have that problem. And I'm shooting 60 yards, and I'm sitting in that little circle. Most of the time, I'm shooting at the bigger circle on the target, but with the nose button, I don't even know if I could hit the target at 60 yards. So, yeah, that's my review on the nose button. I think you should try it, because this is just my opinion. I think everybody should give it a try and see if you like it. And I'm going to let my dad try it, because I don't know, he might like it. I don't know. Like I said, he's shooting 80% higher let off than I am. So I'm going to let him try it. It's great for maybe if you're a new shooter and you're trying to make sure your anchor point is the same every time. But I'm not saying I'm experienced or anything. I've only been shooting for a couple years. But if you're a little more used to shooting bows and you can get your anchor point the same, like my string, I know it sits right on my corner of my nose, and it sits about right here, a little farther back than the corner of my mouth, just because of the axle length. And I shoot 28-inch draw, and my bow is, I think it's 32, it's 32 and a half axle because I measured it, but I think the factory ratings is 33. For mine, it's 32 and a half axle. So that's not short by any means, but yeah, but I mean, it comes right here to the tip of my nose, and I can tell you that by shooting, I shoot at least 40 arrows a day, every day, no breaks. But if you're a newer shooter starting out and you don't know your anchor point and you're just trying to make sure that your anchor point's the same every time, the nose button could really help you. I could see where that would help a lot. So yeah, that's just my opinion on the nose button. I hope you guys go and try it and get it off LancasterArchery.com or get it off Bowmar Archery website. I don't know what the website is because I got it off Lancaster. Anyway, I hope you guys go and try it. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys later.